You cannot expect to play at 100% if you're never giving it a break. What's going on, fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Wake Up with the Wolf podcast. And today, we're talking about why you need to take days off and how to take a fucking day off. All right, first off, I want to say I hope you are all having an amazing fucking day. I hope you're all having the best day of your life right now. Whether you're watching on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Clubhouse, you're listening to this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, I hope you're having a great fucking day. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. Today was a little bit of a slow start. And it's honestly a little weird. Trying to get back into my home routine versus being in Kelowna has thrown me for a fucking loop. And it's kind of hard to understand because when I was in Kelowna, I was literally, guys, working myself into the ground. It was my goal. I told Julia, I told Brian, I told Curse, I told our friends there that my goal was to work myself into the fucking ground when I was in Kelowna because we owned the gym there and because I knew that I would be leaving and I wouldn't have the content like everybody else would. I don't have the luxury to be able to go to the gym right now and take a video or do a gym video every single day. So I worked myself into the ground. I did 5 video shoots / photo shoots. We moved an insane amount of equipment. I was there helping every single day. I was grinding from 4:45 a.m. till 10 p.m. every single fucking day. And then now I'm back home and I'm barely doing anything. The gyms you need to make an appointment for, which I'm figuring out today because I don't understand it. All right, my gym in the basement honestly has been depressing me a little bit because I just went from literally working out in my new fucking church, my new home that we set up with amazing equipment. And now I'm stuck in a fucking basement again with 1 treadmill and a fucking Smith machine. So it's thrown me for a little bit of a loop. And that's kind of why I want to talk about days off today. All right, that's kind of want to talk about giving your mind a break and taking a step back today. All right, but before we get into the episode, all right, before I break anything down and we talk about this stuff, I want to know if you guys get any fucking value from this right away. If you listen to this, whether it's on the replay, maybe it's live, if you get any value from anything I say on any platform, reach out to me and tell me. The reason why I'm telling you guys to do this is because I've been posting new TikToks all over my fucking TikTok page. I found a new theme that I've started to embrace and I've started to open up about my story and utilize my voice. And I'm getting daily emails and messages about how I'm inspiring and helping people. And that's why I do this. I don't need extra money. I don't need to get the gratification of like, oh, cool, that was a great TikTok. I just want to know if I'm helping people. I also want to know what you guys would like to hear next. So send me a DM if an episode fucking resonates with you. Tell me what you want to hear me talk about. Just let me know if the episode did help you in any way. Because that's what I fucking want to happen. And the more that I know what's happening, the more value I'm going to try to produce on a daily basis. Now, with all that being said, let's deep dive into this today. All right, today we're going to talk about days off and why days off are so fucking important. But I want to ask you guys some questions first. So if you're on a platform where you can answer me in the comments, please do so. If you're on a platform where you can't, just think about this internally. All right, just think about your answer here. Number 1, how many of you guys are currently experiencing burnout? I want to ask you that question because I just did a little bit. Okay, think about that answer for a minute. Number 2, how many of you are getting incredibly stressed out while you work? All right, maybe as an online fitness coach, you're doing a bunch of lead gen and then you're trying to do your content creation, but nothing just seems right to you and you're getting super stressed out and you're not actually committing to each task, which is causing you not to be able to do it. A lot of the examples, by the way, guys, are going to be directed towards online fitness coaches, but all of you guys can get value from this. So think about that for a minute. How many of you are getting incredibly stressed out while you work? So you're actually not committing to the tasks you need to be doing. Number 3, how many of you are getting frustrated because you feel like you're stuck in a rut consistently? This is something I'm seeing a lot, but I want to know from you guys. All right, think about that shit. How many of you guys feel like you've been in the same fucking place for over 6 months? How many of you guys feel like you can never get ahead no matter how hard you fucking work? Think about that shit. And now before we deep dive into some reasons why you guys might feel this way and why days off are such an important fucking thing, I want to connect with you guys for a minute. One of the main reasons why I want to talk about days off, and this is actually a side note that I've just decided to open up about. Me and Julia had a conversation yesterday, and I found out that I was being a shitty husband, or at least in my definition of what being a shitty husband is. I was getting so wrapped up in the grind, in the hard work, in the next level, in the I want to make more money, in the I want to impact more lives, that I started neglecting the life that means the most to me. My fucking wife. And yeah, don't get me wrong, it wasn't like bad. Like we weren't doing anything horrible to each other, but it was just small things. Me getting back into my work self. Brian, my business partner, my best friend, will remember this. I used to get like not physically, but extremely fucking annoyed and angry when people would interrupt me when I was working. When I was first starting my journey as an online fitness coach and an online business coach. Because I'm so fucking like fixated on growth and success when I get into that, and I fucking attribute it to my addiction in the past. I get addicted to the feeling of success. I get addicted to wanting to grind. I get addicted to not wanting to stop work, so I just grind for fucking ever, and I get mad at anybody who tries to get in my way. So because I wasn't paying attention to my relationship goals, and I was so focused on the fucking grind, I wasn't taking my days off, and I was neglecting Julia. Now, I want to openly admit this to you guys because that's just one example of what can happen when you don't take days off seriously, regardless of you thinking about it or not. That's just me being a little vulnerable for a minute. All right, because I feel like we've all felt this way at some point. We've all experienced burnout on some fucking level. All right, we've all experienced frustration from time to time, whether it's in our business, in our relationship, whatever the case may fucking be. All right, we've all experienced overwhelming amounts of stress when it comes to certain things. And I know a lot of you listening to this right now might fucking connect with that. Right away, you're like, yo, that's how I feel right fucking now. Maybe you have a significant other, a wife, a fucking husband, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, and you're like, you know what? Because Cole just opened up about that, I feel like I'm kind of doing the same. You guys need to realize when you are burning yourself out, because it's very fucking important, because it can take your business from successful to failure very fucking quick. All right. And then let's play it up a little bit. Let's go away from the seriousness a little bit. I want to tell you a little bit of a funny story. Anybody who knows me personally knows that I'm best friends and business partners with Brian Mark. Okay. We run PT Domination, the 10K Coaching Academy together. All right. And guys, funny story. I literally used to fight with Brian on a daily and weekly basis because I would see him experiencing burnout and he wouldn't take a day off because he was so dedicated to the vision. He was so dedicated to the growth. He was so dedicated to the grind. And we both fall into that. I just, on certain levels, can correct myself a little bit faster, which again, I'm openly admitting I'm not very great at right now and I'm now working on. But we would fight about it. I'm like, bro, you got to take a fucking day off. You got to take a step back. You got to take a fucking rest. Because if you're so focused on growth all the time and you're so focused on succeeding in the next step and the next thing that you need to be doing and not taking a day off and I'll sleep when I'm fucking dead type mentality, you're going to start neglecting things whether you realize it or not. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's a relationship with your family, or whether it's a relationship with yourself. How is your mental state on a daily fucking basis? It's very fucking important that you guys realize this shit. This is why days off, vacations, breaks from fucking work are so damn important. I'm willing to bet that 90% of you listening to this right now are in the fitness industry at some level. A lot of you are online fitness coaches. Well, I'm going to ask you guys another question. Virtually put your hand up or thinking about this. How many of you tell your clients that they need to take a rest day and actually fucking rest? Because I used to do it all the time. It was literally in my programming. I used to tell my clients, you need to fucking rest on this day. And if I caught them working out, I would like, I want to say the words get mad, but obviously I'm not getting mad. I would quote unquote reprimand them. Yo, you need to fucking rest. And I would explain the reasons why. And I would break that down. Now let's flip it on you. How many of you take a fucking rest day personally away from the gym so your body can recover? Again, I'm willing to bet that all of you have 1 day a week that you rest so your body can recover, if not 2. Well, and buckle in for a minute. Why the fuck are you not letting your mind do the same? You guys, your mind is a muscle. It cannot always play at 100% all the fucking time. You need to give it time to fucking rest. You need to give it time to recover. You cannot expect to play at 100% if you're never giving it a break. Just like with your body. You cannot expect to put out 100% work ethic in grind mode continuously to expand your business when your mind is clouded. You have to learn how to, number one, set boundaries for your business to clear your mind so you don't get overwhelmed. Everybody write that down if you're listening to this. If you've experienced stress, if you're experiencing overwhelm, if you've experienced burnout, whatever the case may be, you need to, number one, set boundaries for your business. Write that shit down. And for lack of a better term, take a fucking day off. All right, take a day off. You're allowed to take a day off. Guys, another funny story I want to tell you about. Me and Brian just invested in a mastermind. All right, we hired Tacky Moore. Brian's hired him in the past. We just hired him together because we want to take PT Domination and 10K and the 10K Academy to the next level. The first room that we sat into, we were surrounded by big fucking sharks. People who are making more than we've ever thought possible. Literally. Or at least I did. Big fucking sharks. And when they sat down, we all did an exercise. We broke down profits. We broke down basically everything to do with our business in 5 wheels. And the 5th wheel was days off. How many days off are you taking? How much time are you taking away from your business? And me and Brian literally looked at that and laughed. Like, yo, what the fuck is a day off? Because even when, and this is where I'm fucking up on, guys. Again, I'm being vulnerable with you. I'm admitting to this. Even when I was good with my days off, even when I thought I was separating myself properly from my business, obviously I wasn't, because Julia wasn't feeling that way. It's not my job to argue with how somebody else is feeling when I'm in their presence. So I need to get better at it. But when we laughed at that days off thing, we literally got looked in the face by people who are making 10, 20 plus million. And they literally were like, yo, I don't know why you're laughing, because if you don't take a day off, if you don't learn how to rest your mind, you're not going to have a fucking business in a year or 6 months to a year. And when a guy who's sitting where you want to get to says that to you straight up, you start to fucking listen. And I know you guys might be a little bit scared to do that shit, right? You're an online fitness coach, you're thinking about it, and you might think, well, if I take a day off, then my business isn't going to grow. And if you're a true entrepreneur, if you feel like you're not growing, you probably feel like you're dying. All right, so then you start thinking about it, well, how am I supposed to be a successful full-time trainer? My business isn't growing. Well, first off, and let's list this out, you listen to the people that inspire you. You listen to your fucking coaches. So if you are one of our clients right now, one of the 770 plus clients of the 10K Coaching Academy, you listen to us when we say take a fucking day off. All right. Or if there's somebody that you are super inspired by, like a lot of you guys are super inspired by Gary Vee, homie still sleeps 8 hours a night. So a lot of you guys are like, I got to be full grind mode. He specifically talks about this. Like, guys, I still sleep 8 hours a night because I know I need fucking sleep, because sleep is fucking important, because if I'm tired and I'm overworking myself, I can't grind. So listen to the people who are coaching or inspiring you on a daily fucking basis and implement that shit. All right. The next thing, utilize a morning routine or a daily schedule to help you keep your mind unclouded, keep your mind fucking clear and focused. Whether you guys go to the beginning of my podcast or you guys go to Brian's Change Lives, Make Money Online Trainer podcast, both of them have morning routines on them that you guys could implement tomorrow. Both of them talk about the importance of a morning routine that you guys could follow tomorrow. You guys need to be embracing this shit. Having a routine like that helps you immensely because it helps clear your fucking mind. So regardless of you maybe experiencing burnout or being incredibly tired, you're going to have the opportunity to refocus, to de-stress, to relax to a certain degree so you can play at a higher fucking level. You guys need to be able to take a step away from your business and know it's still going to grow because you did your due diligence on a daily basis. That's what my morning routine does. You guys, days off are just as fucking important as everything else when it comes to your fitness journey, when it comes to your business building journey, when it comes to your fucking life. I used to tell this to my clients all the time when I was a fitness coach. They'd be like, no, I want to train 7 days a week, 2 times a day because I want to get fucking shredded. And I would have to argue with them like, no, dude, days off are important. You're going to the gym to build muscle, right? They're like, yeah. Like, okay, well, you don't build muscle in the gym. You build muscle while you're sleeping. Like the recovery is what gets you there. The food is what gets you there. They're just as important as everything else. And I feel like I'm beating a fucking dead drum right now because I know a lot of you guys understand this, but a lot of you guys aren't implementing it. A lot of you guys understand that days off are important, but a lot of you guys aren't doing anything about it. A lot of you guys understand you're experiencing burnout, but then you're just trying to work through it. And then you're working yourself into the fucking ground, which is going to cause a panic attack or extreme burnout, which is going to kill your fucking business. So I don't give a fuck when you guys do it, but one day during the week, you should sit down and dedicate basically the entire fucking day to recovery and relaxation. What I like to do is I like to make that my Saturday/Sunday. All right. Sometimes my recovery day needs to be pushed, but no matter what, Saturday or Sunday will be a recovery day for me. If I can't do it on Saturday, because let's be real, I'm a fucking business owner, guys, and so are you. And you got to realize some things will come up. I will push it to Sunday. If Sunday is going to be too busy, then a Saturday is a non-negotiable for me, and I will tell people too fucking bad I'm not working, and I will draw that boundary. But you need to set that tone. So everyone's homework who's listening to this right now, whether you're on Clubhouse, Instagram, Facebook, or I said Instagram twice, TikTok, your homework after you finish watching this right now is to sit down and lay out your weekly schedule. First off, if you guys need a morning routine, go to my podcast, the Wake Up with the Wolf podcast, and listen to the 10 before 10 a.m. morning routine. It is the most simple and straightforward morning routine to not only get your wealth, health, and relationships on point, but to keep your mind clear. Go listen to that, figure it out. And then your second piece of homework is to sit down and schedule at least one day that is strictly focused on recovery from your fitness or business-related stress and overwhelm. And I'm talking about 100% away from it. I know a lot of you hardcore fucking work bees are thinking about this like, okay, well, I'll schedule Saturday as my day off, but I'll do a bunch of content on Saturday. Listen, I get that content might be a good, fun thing for you, but you need to separate yourself from business-related activities to a certain degree at some point to clear your mind. So pick one day to separate yourself, to be 100% focused on recovery in your fitness or business journey that's related to stress and overwhelm. Doing that will help you immensely. Doing that will take you to the next fucking level. Or you can just disregard everything that I just fucking said, go down the route that you're currently going down, and wonder why you're not growing as an online entrepreneur. If you're not growing right now and you're doing everything opposite of what I'm telling you to do, I will literally bet my house on the fact that you are incredibly fucking stressed, way too overwhelmed, and you think that working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week is a good thing. It's not. Listen to your fucking body. Listen to your fucking mind. Listen to me, for God's sakes. Go take a fucking day off. And guys, that's it. It's the end of the Wake Up with the Wolf podcast today. If you got value from this, share it to your social media or send me a DM. I'd love to hear from you. All right, if you're on Clubhouse, stick around. We're going to do a little discussion in a minute. If you're on Instagram and TikTok, peace out. I love y'all. Thanks for the support on TikTok recently, guys. You guys are amazing. If you're on Facebook, I'm out. Peace.